And a travel alert now. Spring break is underway across America as demand for travel surges post-COVID.
But with frequent flight disruptions, that special getaway can take an ugly turn real fast. Some airports are seeing more delays and cancellations than others, though.
So frustrating when that happens.
Here's how to be a smart traveler, at least. Joining us live to break down some of the airports you may want to avoid this spring is Eric Napoli with AirHelp, an air passenger rights company. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys today?
Doing well. This is a very timely topic here.
No doubt.
Because we've noticed at our airport at PDX, spring travel, summer travel, it's already starting to ramp up. So let's talk about some of the worst offenders, and I hope PDX is not on this list. What airports should people really be trying to avoid for spring travel?
Well, yeah, I mean, as you said, this is a time we all want to travel, and we don't always have that much time to leave when we want to leave and when we don't want to leave. So we really have to plan our travel well so we don't have the delays. Reno was particularly bad in February, as was the airport in Las Vegas, Harry Reid. Dallas had some problems. Logan had problems. And as you see at the top of your list, Kahului Airport was, I think, the worst offender in the month of March.
Oh, no.
In the month of February.
A little stressed in paradise there.
Yeah, what causes this? Is it just because there's such obviously an influx of people to those locations, or is it on the airport a little bit?
So, airports are kind of a complicated ecosystem where you have ground handlers, you have the airports, you have the airlines, you have the big effect of weather. And then when something goes wrong, you have kind of the chain effect. So if you don't have the first flight in the day, you have a later flight, or if you have a connecting flight and there's lots of air traffic, there's bad weather, you're a hub, then you're likely to see the disruptions continue throughout the day. And we've also seen after the pandemic, a lot of airports took time to ramp up and get the staff that they had before. So an airport like Kahului, when passengers start coming back, maybe they haven't gotten the personnel back that they need to handle the peaks.
Well, so let's talk about who's had a good start to 2023 so far. What are some of the best airports for on-time flights?
Okay, so we have in Knoxville, we had McKee was actually the top performer, but we also had a lot of other airports doing well around the country. And I think it depends a little bit on like where you want to go. So if you were to go Southern California, LAX, Los Angeles did really well, as did Palm Springs. If you wanted to go to Florida, you had Tampa. Tampa was a really high performer. If you want to go skiing, I'd probably recommend Salt Lake City over Denver. Salt Lake City did really well. If you want to go to Arizona, Tucson over Phoenix.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
That is kind of interesting. It is always fascinating when that flight does get delayed or gets canceled altogether. My instant response is panic. I do not stay calm. I freak out. What is that right that travelers do have when flights do get canceled or delayed? Maybe after they finish the panic stage, what should people be doing?
Right. So yeah, you want to kind of stay calm. If you know that you're likely to have delays, you'd want to prepare. And like I said before, try to take the first flight of the day. But if you do have delays, unfortunately, right now in the U.S., we don't really have great passenger protection laws. The Department of Transportation is under a lot of pressure after the tough summer last year, a tough Christmas, tough January, and the Department of Transportation now has a dashboard that you can check and you can see what the different things that different airlines will offer you. If your flight is canceled, you have a right to refund, no matter what the cause is. But otherwise, you're gonna have to go and check and see what the airline's offering. You can put pressure on your politicians if you like. You can come to AirHelp and see what a company like us can help do for you. But yeah, I would plan.
I always tell people a little bit of kindness goes a long way too. Learn your rights, know exactly what you can ask for, but also don't be mean to the gate agent. They didn't cancel your flight, but they're certainly not going to help you if you're yelling at them.
Yeah. They usually don't know what to do either. So yes, it's always be nice to people is always helpful.
Right. Yeah. Be nice, but do your research. Yeah. Well, Eric, thanks so much for a little research this morning. Appreciate your time.
Thank you. We're here to help.
And if you want to learn more about flight disruptions and your rights as a passenger when things do go wrong, you can check out their website. It's airhelp.com.